Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here once again playing Darkest Dungeon without torches. In our last episode we killed the Necromancer Lord, and now we have level 5 dungeons back in the ruins, and we've got some level 4 characters that I want to get up to level 5. Our grave robber is very close, but I don't want to bring her in this party setup today. So we brought in Warsey, who's a level 5, and we've got the other 3 are level 4. They're level 4, so I think we'll be just fine in a level 5. The last time we did a level 5, we had a little bit of problems in there. It was a little tough for us, but I've upgraded these guys and they've got a good set of trinkets, I think, anyway. Let's just have a look-see and make sure. Oop, the bounty hunter doesn't have any on him. Let's see what we can get for the bounty hunter here. We are going into a dungeon mainly populated by humans, so we could stick a damage one on him. I think that'd be okay. There's skeletons otherwise, and the damage reduction shouldn't be too bad for skeletons. So we'll do that. What is the she's got the ancestral hairpins, which I like a lot. Lots of damage. She's got a really bad tetanus, lockjaw tetanus thing that I got to get rid of eventually, but I'm not going to do that before today's dungeon. So let's hop right in here. It's going to be a short dungeon, so we may even get a couple dungeons in today. We'll grab maybe just a little extra food because I'm not sure how hard this is going to be. And we'll grab 4 of the curatives and just 1 of each key item. So I'm not going to go for the hag or the swine god just yet. Because I want to get a bit of a variety in the classes that I have available at level 5 with full upgrades. And some of the strategies that I've been thinking of for the other bosses, you know, I need certain classes for it. I need the Hellion at level 5 in particular. So we're just going to wait for the time being before we do those other dungeons. If we can get this Hellion up to level 5 ASAP, then we'll try the at least the hag. That's the one that I had the idea for. With the Hellion, that is. Well, looks like no battles in these rooms, but we gotta go anyway to explore. I was, the other day I experimented. I didn't know whether or not, if you scouted a room, whether or not it was considered to be explored for the purpose of the dungeon exploration quest, and it isn't. Which is unfortunate, because if you scouted it, why do you need to go there? So anyway, I kind of thought that was a little funny. Maybe it should be changed at some point in time. It would give a new advantage to having items that provide scouting, because honestly, you get so many scouting triggers even without the scouting bonuses that some of the scout boosting items just don't seem worth the trade-off. When you can say have a extra dodge, or an extra damage trinket, or affliction resistances or something. The scouting just doesn't seem worthwhile. But anyway, we're still in early access here, so who knows what'll change. That's a very early eating trigger, so I'm glad we brought some extra food. Okay, first battle, finally.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Ooh, big crit. I got a moon ring on the Vestal the other day. I found one. The very first moon ring I've found. I've found a lot of sun rings, which is funny considering we're playing a dark playthrough.
A devastating blow. A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
There was a mod that I saw the other day that made it so that breakthrough did slightly less damage, but it moved the character forward 2 spaces. And I think that would be a fantastic vanilla change, because this ability, and even the animation, it seems like it should move the character forward. It really does. It looks like the Crusader Holy Lance ability. Like if you just bumped her forward 1 or 2, that would be a fantastic ability, because she has a lot of trouble once she's out of position, getting back into position.
Well struck.
Which I suppose, you know, given the strength of her other abilities, is probably the balancing downside to her. You know, would she be overpowered if she had a movement ability? Yeah, maybe. But she has so many of her abilities that give her a debuff that I think even with a movement it might still be balanced. Let's just fix our order here before we carry on. Only a couple rooms left to go after this one.
Haunting the hearts of men.
We may end up doing another one. If we can find another short dungeon, I'll do another one. Okay, well, finishing out with 3 more battles. I still don't remember the item for this. Is it a key? No. We'll try them all. Medicine, that's the one.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
That's garbage, I don't even want that. It feels so strange at this point in the game. I don't need any of the upgrade items anymore. And when I'm in a big dungeon, I'm constantly throwing out stacks and stacks of upgrade items.
Decimated. Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
It's a big one. Thankfully we got a heal trigger before big fatty here got to go. Ooh.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
The other day, I thought this was impossible, and I think even the developer said this was impossible. I made a skeleton bleed, if you can believe that. They have 120 bleed resist or something like that. I made one bleed. I'm not joking. I saw the icon on the skeleton, it was bleeding. That's not supposed to be able to happen, apparently.
The bigger the beast,
I don't know if it was a bug or what, but he was ticking down damage every turn. So here, watch this. Hey, buy deeds, buy crests. I don't need any of this stuff, so I just collect the big items now. The money items.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I would have made myself cringe if this was 10 episodes ago when I was still collecting those things. We will finish off our food after this battle and heal up.
Obliterated. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
That ability, it's called Rend, and yet it makes you blighted. You think Rend would be a bleed ability, a bleed effect. I'm gonna try to stun this guy. Yeah. He does have high stun resist, but I've done it before. Not going too well so far. I don't think we're gonna try to stun him again. He's got 95 to stun. And is he dead? Yes, he is.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
A little beat up in here, but it's feeling okay. It's not too bad at all. We'll just split the food here between the Hellion and Highwayman. I think we'll be just fine. I'm gonna, not to make the same mistake I did last time, I'm gonna go right to the door before I finish this off. Okay, there we go. Whoa.
Reeling, about to break.
Oh man, that was a massive hit. Please give me a heal trigger. Yes, thank you. I don't want to take any chances with these characters at this level. Because, man, do they take a long time to level up. $95 to stun. 4 and 6 hit points, so we need a couple hit points down. There we go. That wasn't too bad. You know, really, it felt pretty darn good, to be honest. You know, we got beat the hell up, but I wasn't scared we were gonna die in that one anyway. So much cash we got.
Beginning to feel familiar.
Pretty good. Pretty good. 22,000 in cash. And we got a... No, she was already level 5. We're getting closer to level 5 anyway. Well, that was fairly quick, so let's see if we can get another one in.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has
Oh, first we'll check
passed
the
since I
wagon,
sent
see if
that
we got
letter.
any nice ancestral trinkets. Holy smokes! This is a fantastic trinket, this tough ring. 30% this grave robber. What does she have for debuff skills? That's I'm not so sure I need that one. This one, I mean, I've seen this before. Are you really gonna leave a character at death's door just to get these buffs? You can get that strength of buff from trinkets that don't require you to be at death's door. So why would I want this? I'm gonna get another one of these because I think I only had one. I like these ones too for early lepers because they have some accuracy issues, but I've already got one of those. And I've got enough of these already, so do I need one more? Maybe I do. It's cheap enough, let's buy it. Definitely want to buy the tough ring. The hairpin, I think on a second Hellion I'm going to do the bleed ones, the earrings instead, so I don't think I'm going to buy that one. And the rest of these are kind of junky, so I'll just leave those alone. Okay, let's see what we have for another dungeon here. Oh, we don't have a level 5 again. That's too bad. I thought we were going to keep getting them over and over. So let's see what else we have for level 3. Do we have a short level 3? Let's try this one. We've got some level 4s we could bring in and make this a fairly easy run, I think. What do we have for a healer? We could take her. Mr. Jester. And let's take our grave robber. How is she in second position? Looks just fine. No, I was thinking, what did she have for debuff skill? Because there was that thing she had for a debuff. Let's see. Is Blight considered a debuff? I don't think it is. Does she even have any debuff skills? Really? So that trinket just doesn't make any sense? I don't think Blight is not considered a debuff. Debuff is like the status ailments. That's a very odd trinket then. Unless I'm missing something, that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And let's see, these are Hellion specific? Yes, they are. I was gonna put those on the Jester otherwise. Now, she doesn't have any trinkets, so let's pick out a couple trinkets for her. This is a Vestal only one. You know, for now, just to make sure that she's pretty solid in there, we could put the tough ring on her. I think that's just fine. And actually, before we go, I want to upgrade her armor and weapons and make sure her skills are upgraded as well, because it doesn't look like we've done that yet. Click, clicky, there we go. Oh wow, we got some upgrades to do on all of these people. And we've got lots of cash, so we might as well. She's fully upgraded. Hellion's fully upgraded. And let's get her weapons and armor up as well. Okay. I think I'm going to redo this group just a bit. This guy is very close to level 4, so we'll get him in there. Still bring this healer. And I think we'll grab the Highwayman and the Jester. That looks like a good, pretty solid party. Oh, what dungeon did I pick there? Did I get the right one? Yes.
Corruption has soaked the soil.
Alright, let's have a look at layout here. So we have to do 100% of room battles. Hopefully we get a scout somewhere in this area. Otherwise we'll just bump right down like this and then back around that way.
Nature herself,
A victim to the spreading corruption.
Malformed with misintent.
This guy is just picking at everything. Alright, give me a scout in the next room. I think we'll just buff here. He's only going to get this ghoul bleeding, so I think we'll just buff. Perhaps a better move there would have been to try to pick the gargoyle off. I thought maybe the grape shot would be enough to get him, but it was a little low, a little light on damage. We'll use the. Oh, I thought the Vestal still had a turn, and now she's stunned. So 3 to 6 damage. We have a pretty good shot of grape shotting this guy down. I think we'll try that.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Now that we can make both bleed, I think we'll use Harvest here.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered. How quickly the tide turns.
I think I'm going to try to stack the bleed up again instead of grape shotting. So he's 7 per round and 12 left.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
I wish these masks had a little bit of accuracy on them. The Vestal's main disadvantage is he's very inaccurate, and I might end up switching the map. Oh, look at what do we get? 20 to stun skills, Plague Doctor. That's not bad, because I do use the Plague Doctor to be a backline stunner. That's pretty nice. These masks here, 20% max hit point, 15% damage, 2 speed, very nice. I mean, minus stress resist, minus stress heal. I'll take those disadvantages, but I wish instead of speed they might have had some, you know, +5 accuracy or something on them. Because he's usually like, what, about 60% to hit basically anything. So without that buff, you know, there are some trinkets I had on him before that had buffs on them for accuracy, and I like playing them. I like playing the leper a lot better when he's got an accuracy buff on.
Obliterated. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Push and pull, push and pull. Wow, why didn't you move back? So we're gonna go for the guaranteed kill with the Dirk Stab here. Yeah, I mean, lepers are like that, you know, they're hit and miss, no pun intended. Actually, pun well intended. But, you know, if you had accuracy on them, much nicer class to play.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, good. Now that's very timely scout there, so we don't have to go downward. At least not on that that angle. Is that one a shovel? Probably a shovel. We'll try a torch anyway. Yeah, it's probably a shovel. I don't have any left. Give me a scout. Ah, we gotta go down now.
Struck.
Seven to 10, and he's bleeding for 3 a turn. I think it's worth popping the Dirk Stab here. Well worth it now.
The greater the glory. A powerful blow. And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as
I'm
death.
probably going to switch out one of those masks for an accuracy trinket. I'm getting tired of messing with the leper.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
If we go for one of these, we've got a potential first round kill on one. I think that's better than doing AoE damage to two more. I think same strategy here. We'll try to kill one. Jeez, he's missed it both times. 2 and 6. Well, Vestal will finish it, I guess. Getting so tired of that.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
It's gotten to the point now in the game where I don't often have to camp on these dungeons. I only usually do it to get buffs. It's not as if like I'm running low on hit points or stress or whatever. In this instance, we got some stress on our Vestal. We'll camp that off soon enough. I think probably in the next room we'll camp and then just zip down to the last 3. But I found like the big dungeons, especially the double camp ones, don't often have to camp in those ones, or at least once. I've found myself throwing away the second firewood lots of times to get more loot. He is dead ski.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
So let's chuck those busts and we'll take the gems. Yeah, switch positions back here.
Wealth beyond
Nice.
measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Will we use that one at all? Probably not. We got lots of those anyway. Ouch. Nasty position switch there.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
So I've been studying my analytics from the channel, and fairly interesting to see where people are watching me from, on what devices people are watching. And I noticed that the most popular age category is 25 to 34, which makes sense because that's my age category as well. I knew I wasn't going to get the young audience, the 14 to 17 or even the early 20-somethings. Just, I guess the content of the channel would be one reason why, and just, I guess, the commentary as well. I'd have to, you know, you watch the people that are very popular in those younger audience categories, like PewDiePie, for example, and you gotta act like a complete moron to get that crowd to watch you. And it's not exactly something I want to do on my channel. So if I can't get the younger crowds, then so be it. But I'll stick with my demographic. We're having a cascade of affliction here. Oof. Okay, none of these are looking like it's gonna kill, so we'll just get him bleeding, I guess. Get the heal, get him off death's door. The other funny thing was this little troll that I had on my channel over a weekend a couple weeks ago that took the time to dislike 29 of my videos now. And I blocked her from the channel, which apparently didn't do anything because she went back on a dislike crusade on the videos. And she's from Latvia, and she had some videos of her own, which I decided to watch for whatever reason, I guess, just to see what this chick was all about. And they were just odd. Yeah, just odd. It was like a video of her running through the city, and then she like fell down on the ground and was like rolling around. I can only surmise she's probably about 13 or 14 years old. Anyway, my hits from Latvia were up. So I guess I've got the Latvian 14-year-old demographic as well, despite the trolly, abusive nature of her comments.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Let's camp and get healed up a bit. We're a little late on the stress, unfortunately.
It's a goal without hope.
These camping abilities are crap, so... yeah, whatever. Garbage camping abilities. Ooh, nasty. That's a nasty group for an ambush. Usually they're pretty light.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Oh, missed it by 1 hit point. I'm gonna try to get the highwayman back because I wasn't able to use his ranged attack very effectively to try to get the gargoyle down, which I want to do first before going for the ghoul. Everybody's afflicted.
There can be
Oh,
no
the
hope
jester
in this
isn't yet,
hell.
but he's about to be.
No hope at all.
I haven't had a stress cascade in a dungeon in a while. It's interesting. Unless we crit, he's not going down, so let's just buff one more time. And he's dead.
This expedition at least promises success. The match is struck. A blazing star is born. Cruel machinations spring to life.
Oh, no more
With a
anti-venom? Come
singular
on.
purpose.
Very hostile dungeon. Guess we kind of deserve it after the last dungeon that was extremely easy. Ooh, man, he's getting beat up now. Ooh, just missed the kill on that. I wish when the ability that causes the bleed would crit, that the bleed would crit too. That'd be kind of interesting.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. Glittering gold, trinkets.
Hey, alright, well, we had one guy that didn't get afflicted.
Blood.
Or did he? No, he did before. He almost got afflicted again. Hell of a dungeon, man. I haven't seen a stress cascade like that in a while.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Yeah, we got some damn good cash out of it though. Yeah, and a new level 4, 2, 3 new level 4s. Awesome. They got to go into some major stress healing though. Okay guys, this episode has gone on super long. If you liked the video, please give me likes below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I always appreciate it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.